Hello everyone and welcome to today's live show with NAKTO. My name is Ryan and I'll be your host for today. And today we're going to dig a little bit deeper on the adjustment and the tutorial things about our e-bikes. And if you have any worries while riding our e-bikes, you are free to share with us on the comments and we will try our best to solve your problems. And because riding an e-bike can really need attentions on a lot of things such as the brakes. Every time before we go for a ride, we need to check if the brakes are working safely, working successfully, because you want to keep safe on road, right? And there's another thing about the tire pressures and the display. If everything goes wrong on each part, it may cause some dangers to hurt your health, to hurt your body while you're causing you to fall down. So today we're going to explain each part and how we're going to keep those things organized and how do we check for things. And we really want these tips that can help you, and because your safety is our most priority things to concern. And if you have any worries about our e-bike, or if you have any thoughts about our topics of live shows, you'll also be free to share with us on the comments, or you just even send message to us. There's also a way. And if you wanted to know another e-bike, wanted to get to know more about future plans, you can also share with us in the comments. And if you don't have any of those today, we're going to start with today's content. We're going to starting with introducing the parts and the way to maintain and what are you going to notice for the first ride. Now, I'm going to show you a little close on the disc brake first, because as we have just mentioned, that brakes are the most important things on your daily life. Hi. Yes, we're going to introducing a track very soon. Actually, we already have the models, but it's not allowed for us to show it too early. So maybe weeks later, we're gonna put it out and just show you what our tracks looks like. I can guarantee it is a very cool type. It's different than the types already have on the market. The tracks will be our 2024's goals, because everyone is doing tracks, so we're going to put out a new type of this. It has a very comfortable seat and a large rear basket. And just please, we're gonna to introduce the track in about weeks later, because we haven't decided about the price and the other things. So we're not allowed to show you guys that early, but we already have it in our live show here, but we're not allowed to show you. So keep in touch and we will put it out very soon. And we have just talked about the brake stuff, so we're gonna just zoom in the camera and just show about the tips on adjust the brake. Brake is a very important part on e-bikes, and the brakes can cause some real dangers if it is not working safely, successfully. Now, as we all can see that the disc brakes are those things, and we wanted to make sure that if it's working safely, the thing you need to notice that every time you ride, you take a look at the disc brake. This device is right here. You spin the wheel a little bit to check to hear if there's a huge friction sound, because that may cause some dangers while riding, because it should be keep a little distance between the disc and the devices. So if you hear a very huge or very loud noise coming out from the brake, that means you need to do a little adjustment on the brake. And we already put out our adjustment videos on YouTube on our channels. You can also check it out. And of course, the disc may need oil regularly. Yeah, we're definitely gonna put a much powerful batteries and the motors on the trike because the weight of the trike is a little bit heavier than our current e-bikes. And for the trike, we already put out everything, and the wheels are very good, and the style is very stylish, and the seats are very comfortable and large. And it definitely can keep a lot of stuff on the back. Recently, we got news about people how much they love the track and how much excited they're about to know the track we're going to put out. It's a very classy looks of our track. And when we are decided to show everyone our new track, we'll put out an email sent to every one of our customers, and of course, we will put out a notice on our Instagram, Facebook, which everyone can just check it out. And I have just talked about the brakes, and there's other things also we need to note it because the tire pressures are also very important. Every time you ride, you grab your wheel and you just feel it if it is too little, too low in pressures. If you do, you may need to just use a plumb to put in the fuse inside the wheels right here. This is the tap right here. And also you can see the light is can be very loose while you're using. So you may also need to look out if the front light is in its right positions. If you do not, use your hand or use any device that you have, such as screwdrivers. You try to squeeze tight the screws, trying to making sure that it will stay in a very good angle. And also the batteries of the e-bikes are also very important. You need to make sure that the battery is always full. So check how much battery you left, put it on charge, and just to see if the battery still have enough. This is the old version of our e-bike. It's not like the F4 or F2, F6 where I put out this year. It has a very large display to show how much battery is left, and then we even have a battery indicators on the battery the surface. For the floating aux, it's a very classic but old version of our e-bike. The displays are unlike any of those. The display we're using are the old version. Even though we put out a videos about how to adjust the display on floating aux, people can still have a lot of worries about these ones because it's not as functional as the F4 and F6. It's the old version. You can only change it through these tiny buttons, and the screen is also very small. But it basically can meet all basic function you need to know about the daily commute. You can change the numbers and just to solve some problems if something goes wrong. Readjust the settings on display can really help you finish that goal. And these are the three important things that we need to take a more to put on a more because sometimes people are just made worry about their safe while riding because they do not trust the e-bikes. They think e-bikes are too dangerous for the daily commute. E-bike are too fast or e-bike is not safe for children. But in fact, it is very suitable for kids to have an e-bike, such as at those ages. We have a smaller type of e-bikes, and we have the large mountain e-bikes for the adventures. And e-bikes are definitely the futures of commute. Who doesn't want a bike that has a very powerful motors on it? And if you think the e-bikes are too fast, you can just turn the pedal assist levels lower, and you can just just ride it like a regular bike. It is very easy and definitely no pressures. And for the first time of riding NAKTO e-bikes, there are also something that you need to notice is that for the first ridings, you need to know the powerful of the motors, which you need to pay extra attentions on road because sometimes you may not able to realize how fast you're going on the roads. So it may cause some dangers. So the first thing you need to know is to manage your speed, control it within the safe speed range, and just to check everything before you go. Check if you have wearing a helmet or if you are wearing a gloves, and if you are wearing a skirt, if it is wheel stock in the wheels. So you need to pay these attentions on those things, and of course learning some suggestions, gestures on road about riding is also very important. Such as you may need to show the people how to stop, or just show the people that you're going very fast. Just let the back cars or bikes get a little bit slower. And we have all those informations on our website help centers, which you can check it out. And you can also take an extra look on that. You can type anything you wanted to know on our help centers, and when you find this information that's not really helps you, you can also leave information on the help centers and just to send it to the robot, and we will catch the information and we will send the email back to you to get to know more the details of your problem and trying to solve your problems one by one. And basically, that is everything we have talked about today. So we talk about the first time writings, what you need to notice, and we also talk about which part you need to pay extra looks before writing, such as the brakes, the display, and the battery, and the tire pressures. Those are also very important factors while writings, because some parts goes wrong. If some parts goes wrong, it would the whole riding experience will be ruined, or your safety will be endangered. So these extra attentions you must pay before you go for each ride, just to make sure that your riding is very safe. So it considered to your own interest. And our e-bikes are also made in a very good materials, and we're trying to make it very firm, so it does not be broken for the such if you're falling down. We don't want to have anything bad happen to you.